Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. As you can see, I'm back in fairyland. So I've actually been wanting to come up to my space again, but I was too lazy to move everything. I'm gonna say I was too lazy. I didn't want to do it. But then it became apparent that as we're in the summer holidays, it's probably a good idea for me to do it because my son is trooping down to the kitchen at any given time, and it's kind of frustrating to me, and it's really not fair to him. He should go into the kitchen whenever he wants. So I brought everything up, and here you are. And you know what? I can't get it. I can't get it so you don't see where the tapestry ends. But it's all right. It's okay. So here we are. Saggy. We're going to find out what the hell is your deal, man. What is your deal, Sagittarius? We're going to ask who you really are, the mask that you're hiding behind, why you hide behind, why you hide your true self, how this affects your relationships, and advice for you. Oh, and outcome if you follow the advice. So that's what we're going to do. There is an extended, and this is a general reading. So if this general reading does resonate for you, and it may or may not, there is that extended, and the link to that is at the top of the description within this video. And in that extended, we're going to look at how to improve your relationships. What would your deeper self tell you about the mask that you wear, and how to release your true potential? You know what? My hair's getting long and it tickles my back sometimes. Okay, Sagittarius, who you really are and the mask that you hide behind. I've been spilling beans on everybody this week with this reading. Spilling the beans, Sagittarius. I'm hearing, I am the archer, I am the one. Maybe. Who you really are. Whoa. You are the high priestess. You are yourself are also a divinator. You, yeah, I guess you can't see. You can't see as much table, but oh well, you get to see more of me. You are, very mysterious. You have a natural ability to look into the unknown. You also have a very natural ability to want to explore the unknown. For sure. You're an explorer of the unknown, which really, I mean, that doesn't really seem that odd for Sagittarius to be coming off, to be hearing like explorer into the unknown. You have a lot of powers. Mysticism. I feel like you're one of those intuitives that could pick up like anything, any tool, and you could read from it. It reminds me of, I've only seen someone like this once who could pick up an object and they could tell you who, like the life story almost of who had that before, who owned that. Like go into an antique store and know, like it, not necessarily that ability, but like a lot of different intuitive abilities here. What's the mask that you're hiding behind? The Knight of Wands. Yeah, it's interesting. I think there's a lot more depth to you than you're letting on. There's a ton more depth to you than you're letting on. You kind of, you give the image of, I think, what people would expect of you. That's what I feel like. Because this is your card. The Knight of Wands is actually Sagittarius. So, you portray what you think people want you to know or see. And what's really cool about that is the fact that you are the high priestess, is you know what they want to see, what they expect to see. And I think by doing this, you're actually able to discover a lot more about people before they discover anything about you. Yeah, I like this. This is cool. So why do you hide your true self? Justice. But what an interesting justice card. This is like a battered and worn justice card. Okay. So who you are, Sagittarius, let's say like the mask that you hide behind is sort of like how you probably would have been and would have functioned in your younger years. like baby Sag, little baby Sag, little juvenile Sag, little teenage Sag, early 20s Sag, or even if you're in your early 20s, you know what, regardless of age, because some of us will make leaps in certain directions faster or slower than others. Regardless really of your age, the mask that you're wearing right now, it's almost like you're not even showing people how developed you've become. And why is it's easier to read people, because I think you've been through a few relationships that have been really rough. And what you want is to find balance and equality here, but you kind of want it on your terms. You want to suss that out before you can make that determination. And it seems like the best way for you to do that is to not show who you really are, to not show what you've really become or who you're becoming, and to utilize your natural abilities to look deep within other people before you let them look deep within you. How does this affect your relationships? The Three of Wands, you got some good stuff coming in. The Three of Wands, expectation. Gosh, I really feel like commanding what you bring towards yourself here. The investment that you put into something is the seed that you've planted that is soon to sprout. And that's kind of like the Three of Wands. Like you've done, it could be internal work, it could be some kind of work involved with people or person, or and I want to say or, as well as the interactions you have with people, because it's not all face value with you. Well, you just give them face value. There's a lot more depth there, but I really feel like it puts you in control of what you can see in people. And the only thing that you're bringing in is what you're investing in. And you're not investing in anything until you've sussed it out. Advice for you is the Four of Cups. Pass up offers that don't seem right, man. There might be some offers here that you should overlook. I need to see the outcome. You have the Devil. I want to, okay. I said that because I'm getting a dual message with this Four of Cups. All right, now, because I feel like you're displaying sort of a level of yourself from a younger period of time. You've become a lot more developed internally and emotionally and intellectually. I'm coming around to this Four of Cups, so bear with me. And you're utilizing an ability to see things in a way that you couldn't before. And it's really advanced. It's really advanced and it's really under the radar. But it's, it feels like it's probably a newer energy to you. Now, I feel like there might be some connections in the past that you either didn't have a lot of time to get to know, and it could have been situations or circumstances completely out of your control, or maybe not. Maybe you were still kind of seeing them in baby Saggy eyes. Because I think there's some things from the past, connections, that if you look at them now, you might see them for what they really are. The outcome, if you follow the advice, is the Devil. So there's a lesson to be learned here. There's definitely a lesson to be learned. And it feels like it's in connection with something that in the past has made you feel held back, has made you feel like you didn't have control over the situation. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. Wow. Oh, it's so much in the upright. The Seven of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords. Look, I do feel like you're a bit of a heartbreaker. I'm going to say that. I feel like you're a bit of a heartbreaker, Sag. There's an option for you in a point in time where things were not as clear as they are for you now, that could be emotional wish fulfillment. But we have the two of Swords, so like an indecision set behind this, and maybe a really slow, methodical situation that didn't really jive with your energy. I mean, like literally, you are the Knight of Wands, going out there, finding adventure, seeking what one desires. Now, this is really interesting because then we have the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and the Three of Swords. There's a lot of deep, mature emotion here. And the Eight of Cups, so I see that walking away in a broken heart. So I am getting that you're a bit of a heartbreaker. And I'm not getting like X energy. I'm getting something that you would be able to see much more clearly now with the hindsight that you've developed than you could have before. So I'm using the Everyday Witches Tarot, and I'm going to use a teeny tiny version of it to clarify. And the Double Witches. I'm going to pull out one for each to clarify. Wow, that's interesting. I feel like I'm going through a shedding period. Sorry. Oh my God, this is crazy. It's what I was saying. Five of Wands is at the bottom. I'll get there in a minute. Okay, you have the Five of Pentacles with the High Priestess. You have the Six of Swords with the Knight of Wands. You have the Star with the Justice card. You have the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles with the Three of Wands. You have the Three of Swords with this Four of Cups. And you have the Sun with the Devil. You are so different deep down inside that there's not very many people that you really can connect with on a deep level. So I feel like you're looking for depth and you're willing to just like be on your own until you find it. That's who you really are. Better to be on your own than with a person or people that don't add anything to your life. Now this mask that you're hiding behind is the Knight of Wands with the Six of Swords. This looks an awful lot like you just kind of go with the flow, and let's see where the arrow lands today, right? Like if you've got a map, but what you're going to do is just, you know, like kind of random. Where's Spirit going to take me? I'm all good to go and do that and see where that's going. That's not really who you are, but you're putting it out there because I feel like that's what's expected of you. That's how people see you. And again, it's easier to suss people out when they think they know who you are because they stop looking too deeply. But then that gives you the ability to really see what kind of depth this person has. And so why you're hiding your true self is that Justice card with the Star. What did I say? Like this Justice card looks kind of like beaten up and been through it. The Star. Because A, you are healing. I feel like you're healed. For some of you, literally healed from whatever things you've been through in the past. And you've found your justice, you found your balance, but really just wanting dreams to come true. Beautiful things from the universe, as opposed to toxicity from the core of the earth, from what's been created here. Actually, just on the surface of the earth, the core of the earth is probably pretty pure. So the surface of the earth, like what's been created in terms of concepts and preconceived notions by other people. How this affects your relationships, right? You had the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles came out with that. Now, I gotta say something. You got 3 threes here. This could potentially position you into a third-party situation. I don't know what that third party is. I mean, it could be a person, it could be another person, and the other person could be a spouse for someone else. It could be overbearing parents. It could be a work situation. It could be time and space between two. Like there's some sort of third element here that's really coming in. It's pretty hard not to pay attention to it when you have 3 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and 3 of Swords. I do see you bringing in collaboration. I see like what this is doing is it's sort of like bringing in potential and opportunity to grow and expand within groups on the terms that you're comfortable with. And when I say the terms that you're comfortable with, at a depth of what you're looking for. But the advice for you is the 4 of Cups, the 3 of Swords. I feel like something from the past is a broken heart, or you've broken a heart from the past. Are you supposed to revisit this? Are you supposed to see it for what it is and move on? I feel like those are almost the kind of questions like you can answer and ask of yourself. Outcome if you follow the advice is the Devil into the Sun. That could not be any better if we tried, right? The Devil into the Sun. I mean, it's turning toxicity and manipulation, bad energy into wish fulfillment, clarity, happy days, understanding, sense of self. Look at your broken heart and what has caused that in the past. Because you'll even look at yourself differently now. That's what this is. Because you've created some sort of a system here, opened up some sort of an ability to look at everything around you on a level that you never did before. But now you're being asked to look at yourself with these new eyes. See what's really down inside there. And the outcome is you will free yourself from anything that's ever made you feel trapped. That's what that is. The only thing on the bottom is the 5 of Wands. So this too, this could have something to do with internal conflicts. Yeah, there's definitely, it's time to look at yourself through the same set of eyes that you've learned to look at everyone else in with. Because you're going to see something that's going to free you for good from perhaps an attachment style, perhaps, I'm just hearing that, an attachment style. That's it. And that's really like all I'm getting. I'm waiting to see if there's anything more coming. And not really. So that's it, Sagittarius. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye. Oh,